You've come to the right place, traveler.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Cursedboy here, and we have day 4 of the hype week for last Epoch. And on this dev blog post, we have the quality of life changes, and we have some Minion AI changes, some very important ones, and a couple of details for the Beastmaster companion as well that we're gonna talk about a little bit in length. Now, before we do that, because we are being taken a little bit by storm here, we have a new unique reveal as well, and this one is a spear, which has a very particular line over here. All stats on this item are increased by 30-35% per equipped non-idle magic items. Now, the stats on the base item are not very impressive. It has a little bit of attack speed, movement speed, and a little bit of flat melee damage. Now, it is a very low level requirement at level 16, and of course primordial, so you cannot use any other primordial uniques or exalted items with it. But there is a little bit of a clarification that we're gonna talk about this. So as a bonus part of this teaser, this item considers items with 2 or less non-sealed affixes, regardless of the tier of that affix as magic rarity. So exalted items still work, even if it's double exalted items with sealed exalted affixes as well. Now, there has been some testing from Mike itself, and because about I want to talk about this weapon first, because there have been like a ton of questions on the Ask the Devs channel on the Last Epoch Discord. A lot of different opinions, what's going on here, what counts, what doesn't count, and Mike has been testing a lot of items for us and giving us a lot of clarifications. So it is either this statement here is wrong, or there is a bug in the game, at least at the moment, for this item, because any item that has a sealed affix cannot count for this weapon, even if you have if you have a sealed affix as a third affix, excuse me, to be clarified. We threw a little bit of a planet here, so I want to show you. For example, I want to get a little bit of shred armor. This item would not be counted for this weapon here. We did a little bit of cooking for Rive in this particular instance here. Just a quick first draft of a build that could maybe work. But yeah, a lot of different things are happening. Now, this weapon has a lot of potential for minion builds, because if you get 7 or 8 magic items that count for this, you can get a massive increase of your minion flat damage from legendary implicits here, right? There are a few melee skills that will take advantage a lot from the attack speed, which is not a lot, but mainly the melee damage. If you have skills that take advantage of a lot of flat melee damage, that would be the skill to use a spear like that. I expect some absolutely crazy things to come up with this weapon, probably some builds that one-shot Ober Aberoth and stuff like that, but there's gonna be a few extra clarifications that we need from the devs, and of course we need to do our own testing in the live servers and find out what builds, what classes are gonna be the best for it. A small thing here, when it comes to forged weapons, a lot of things have been tossed around in the Discord once again. Basically the gist is that it is not gonna be very good for forged weapons, because of the mechanic that the forged weapons equip the weapon that you're using as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into it because there are a lot of different things for forged weapons that work and don't work, but don't really have your mind for this weapon as a good one for forged weapons. But it's gonna have applications to a lot of different builds for sure, and expect some crazy builds coming out. Now, let's talk about the one thing that we are here, and that's the blog post. So we have major Minion AI changes, and that is going to give our Minion assassinate mode and protect mode. We can basically swap between the two with a hotkey, and assassinate mode makes the minions a little bit more aggressive. They don't run towards close to you a lot. They're gonna be running a lot less, and they will also, very importantly, be targeting rares and bosses more vigorously, and they're gonna be trying to kill them first out of the packs. That is very, very important. If you ever played a minion build that is more of a minion army build, let's say, you know, squirrels or something on Necro and stuff like that, you know that a lot of the times you dive into like 2 or 3 packs, and the rare minions there, they're causing you a lot of issues because the minions don't target them a lot. You need to click them so that you target them first. But with this change, with this assassinate mode, you will not have to do that. The minions will be targeting the rares first, and that means that a lot of the aura modifiers that the minion carry will not be on the pack afterwards. So you're gonna have much better, much more efficient clear with this mode. Protect mode means that the minions will be chosen positions close to you. If you run away, they will be targeting, they will be coming to you just like they do right now, right? We'll see how well implemented they are, of course, in game. It is a very, very strong change nonetheless. Now, onto the minion improvements. We expect generic minion changes, of course, coming because, as they say here, most of the snapshotting issues have been resolved and changed and fixed. Now, I do expect a couple of extra things to happen when it comes to snapshotting, in at least for this season. Hopefully, if any game-breaking things are happening with snapshotting, they're gonna fix them, and they're not gonna shy away of giving us a patch that is fixing builds that are completely breaking the game, right? But that's up to them, of course. We have another major change here. You gain 0.8% minion power per character level. So this is basically translates into 60% more damage and 60% less damage for your minions at level 100 for your character, instead of 45 that it was previously. So this is a significantly more damage multiplier for a few very important minions here, and that's first of all the Falcon, because you don't care about defense on Falcon, it's invulnerable. So Falcon just gain 15% more damage out of this one. Beastmaster builds and other builds like you know, the Beastmaster Scorpion that we've been doing for so long, we never did snapshotting, at least I never did snapshotting, and the guides that I have presented to you. So this is basically 15% more damage there as well. Of course, a little bit more survivability is good. Now, when it comes to survivability, I don't think that alone will be enough. We do get 50% less damage from dangerous enemy abilities. You know, excuse me, from 50% to 60% less damage from dangerous enemy abilities. That is, you know, boss abilities and stuff like that, from mainly boss abilities is what this one is referring to. But I still don't believe, if those are the only minion improvements, that those are gonna be enough to improve the survivability on minions, like on minion necro army, etc, etc, right? I just feel like when it comes to minions right now, and the game, the difficulty of the game, and the game scaling as well, in my opinion, they need to implement some kind of all resistance gain from character level into minions. Is it gonna be like 0.2, 0.3% per level or something like that? But something along those lines. Minion resistances are very important for minion survivability, along with, you know, the less damage multipliers, of course, and the minion health. But without the resistances, no matter how much health you are gaining and how much you know, they're increasing those less damage taken, unless they get them into an extremely high standard, then one big boss ability will wipe your entire minion army, and then you stuck into a loop that you need to be resummoning, and that's never fun gameplay, right? So yeah, I'm really hoping that we're gonna see more, maybe individual minion buffs, like you know, each minion gets their own buffs, maybe onto the basic hit points or something like that. That would help quite a bit. But yeah, I'm really just hoping that this is not all, especially after snapshotting gone, because it could mean that most minion builds will be less powerful, and we're gonna have 1 or 2 minion builds that they take the meta by storm. Okay, we have some interesting information about the Beastmaster companions as promised here. Now, first of all, the Raptor is becoming a Dragon Raptor with this volcanic adaptation node on the skill tree, and it gains a Fire Breath ability which deals spell fire damage over time with an 8-second cooldown. Blitzchance converting from all sources into Ignite for the Raptor as well. I am not sure about this one. We need the rest of the skill tree, of course, on the Raptor. I don't believe that this is gonna be very strong, mainly because I just don't see a lot of synergy with any of the primalist aspects, and the aspects are very, very important when it comes to building companion builds for Scorpion, for the current Raptor, Bear, Sabertooth iterations, etc, etc. And I just don't see a lot of scaling there, unless the skill tree also gets some kind of other scaling, you know, per strength, per intelligence, like we see on other minion builds. We'll find out. I don't have a lot of faith. Now, of course, let's talk about the Scorpion here, which gets Frozen Wind. Your Scorpion has a chance to cast Maelstrom whenever you do. Maelstrom cast by your Scorpion in this way uses Scorpion stats, but your Maelstrom tree. And this is a 4-pointer, which is very weird because the Raptor one is a 1-pointer, the Bear one is a 1-pointer. I don't know why this is not like 2 points maybe for a 50% chance, but it is what it is. So at 4 points you get a 100% chance whenever you are casting Maelstrom, the Scorpion will do as well. Now this will count from indirect casts as well for the most part, because like for example, when you are popping Warcry and that gets you your 4 Maelstrom stacks, it counts as you are casting a Maelstrom at that moment, so it should count if everything is good. Now, when it comes to the standard Scorpion build that we've been playing for a long time, with a few changes of course, and updates to it, this is not a big deal right now. This is definitely not a big deal for poison and stuff like that. But because Scorpion also has conversions to lightning and cold damage with a lot of different iterations there, if those parts of the tree receive some nice overhaul and some good nodes, this could have some good implications. With the Maelstrom procs, you can do, you know, Gathering Storm proc install bots as well, and since you're gonna have, you can also play with Gathering Storm instead of Swipe, for example, and have the Friends of the Tempest node that makes your companions to give you stone stacks, and then use these stone stacks for you know, maybe frostbites, maybe damage. We'll see how that's gonna shape up. It is an interesting node, but at least for the time being, not very powerful one. We're gonna have to see what they come up with the current conversions and how much they improve them. Let's move into the Bear. We already have this node revealed to us. So bears can use Earthquake, 6-second cooldown, and same deal with the Maelstrom here. Earthquake uses the Bear stats, but the Earthquake tree. Now, this has 30% less damage done from the Bear Earthquake, but there is a clarification that this has already been nerfed to 50% less damage. This tells me that this was probably very strong in you know, in the city, in the testing that they've been doing. I feel like this could be a very good one. Now, one thing to note for all of those abilities, cooldown recovery rate on your own does not apply, and I'm not even sure if we can get Minion cooldown recovery rate on the Beastmaster. It's one of these affixes that is extremely scarce. It's on a couple of bases for the Acolyte, but not for the Beastmaster. It's just very, very scarce. So do not expect to get those cooldowns, even if it's possible, to very low standards, because our own player cooldown is not gonna count, right? Keep that in mind. And this has a lot of good usages. Earthquake is a very strong skill. It has a lot of more multipliers and different kinds of behaviors that you can spec into. So I'm expecting to see a resurgence of Bear. We'll find out, of course, in the patch. Now, when it comes to Merchant's Guild, we knew that we are getting some changes. We are getting 2 new tokens The one is the merchants token, and the other is the black market token. So the merchants token, I think we get every like level or something like that. It basically allows you, every rank up at the functions, you get the merchants token. It allows you basically to buy an item without any favor cost. And the black market token, you're getting one at rank 6, right? But the black market token, on top of bypassing the favor cost, also allows you to purchase an item that has a higher requirement level on the Merchants Guild, and it also sets the Merchants Guild required level on that item to 1, so you can equip it straight up. Now, that means that, while you're ranking up, if there is a very important, high LP level or a legendary item that you would like to buy from the market, after you are rank 6, even if that requires, rank 10 or rank 12, whatever, you will be able to buy it as long as, of course, you have the gold, even if you don't have enough favor, and you will be able to equip it. That has some other implications as well, of course, when it comes to Merchants Guild, because the first few days, like the first 3 days usually, a lot of high LP items, even meta LP items, usually they're very, very cheap because there are not a lot of people to buy them because they don't have the ranks, right? They're not all coin creators or anything like that. People that spend enormous amount of time in the first couple of days to rank up. People want to do other things on the characters and on the progression, and then they rank up their Merchants Guild. So it's a little bit of a slower process, which means that people that are fast can actually take advantage of the market very well. Now this could change because since those tokens actually can drop as well in the game, they're gonna be very, very scarce, they're gonna be very rare, but you can actually drop them basically just like you are dropping the primal resonance when you're partying with people and stuff like that. They're gonna be able to drop them, so people will be finding those tokens and they're gonna have access to items that they didn't before. And even if they don't have favor for them, they're gonna be able to buy them. That means that I expect the price of the items to ramp up a little bit faster this time around, at least in the MG. That's my analysis for the time being. Offline gets cosmetics. Finally, that was a good move. It was very much needed and asked a lot, of course. And it's very, very nice. The last Epoch will receive some support, some extra support out of this as well, because a lot of players are playing offline and they did not have any incentives to buy the supporter packs. Now, I'm gonna close up this video. We have patch notes in basically around 12 hours since the time I'm recording this, and expect on Saturday to also see my patch notes TLDR as per usual. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.